Hi students, welcome to Radhakrishna Edutech. Today we will discuss about illustration number 2. So this is a calculation of purchase consideration in amalgamation. So first thing I wanted to tell you, here they are given the balance sheet and as well as they are given the how the assets are taken over. So clearly this is a net asset method. Net asset method. So method is net asset method for PC calculation. So here this is amalgamation. Why I am telling amalgamation? Both are limited company, A limited and B limited. So these two they are collaborating each other and forming AB limited. So new company is formed here. So when two companies are joined together and formed a new company, that will be called as an amalgamation. So both the companies name are taken over by new company AB limited at this agreed value. So they are given the balance sheet and they are given how the A limited assets are taken over and B limited assets and liability and A limited assets are taken over. If something is not mentioned, you can see here is the clear sum. This is a liability, assets A limited and B limited, A limited and B limited. So a new company is formed, AB limited, to take over a new two businesses in entirety, means totally they are taking over all assets and liabilities on the following condition. So here A limited premises to be revalued at 75,000. So A limited is 60,000, right? But they are revaluing 75,000. So clearly the A limited premises is taken over at 75,000. Sundry debtors are taken over at 90% of the cost. So here for A limited 40,000 sundry debtors, but that value is revalued at 90% only. So 90% value that will be taken over, and stock at 1,57,500. So you can see here bank, but related to bank they have not mentioned anything, but they are taking total assets and liabilities. So if they are not mentioned any data here, you have to consider the book value. So in first line item they are telling total all the assets and liability they are taken over, but if they are not mentioned what is the agreed value of some of the assets they are mentioned in the balance sheet, then you have to take at a book value. Same thing for B limited, how they are evaluating goodwill to be taken over at 80,000. So instead of 60,000 they are taking over at 80,000, debtors to be taken over at 75,000 and stock at 37,500. Okay, bank will be considered as considered at the rate of book value itself. So if you see in the liability side, they have equity share, this will not be revalued. General is also will not be considered because it's a fictitious asset liabilities. So basically when you are calculating purchase and consideration, any fictitious assets or liabilities will be not be considered. So here sundry creditors, only the sundry creditors items will be considered for revaluating for the assets taken over or liabilities taken over in this side. So 36,000 and 60,000. Here they are not mentioned anything related to liabilities revaluation. So we have to consider at a book value and we have to calculate the purchase consideration. Okay. So this is a method, clearly it is a cut set method, that is it should be calculated based on net asset method. A new company is formed here. This is an amalgamation in nature. So a new company is forming here. So we will calculate calculation of purchase consideration. Under what? Net asset method. So this is very simple problem. So easily you can understand it. So here I'll put all the particulars. A limited, B limited. Okay. First item, what? All the assets will take. Assets taken over. So first A limited only will consider first thing. So premises. So 60,000, but in the statement they are telling A limited premises to be revalued at 75,000. Instead of 60,000, you will put 75,000 here. So this is a revaluation amount. So second thing what they are telling, debtors to be taken at 90%. So sundry debtors, right? So here 40,000 into 100 divided by 90. This can be done, or 40 into 90% can be done. 90%, sorry, 90% value. This is a simple calculation. So 40 into 90, 9 4 is how much? 36. So 36,000. It is revalued. So next item what? Stock at 1,50,500. Stock 1,57,500. So what is the original value? The original value is 1,50,000. So 1,57,500 they are taking over. So 7,500 they are revalued. More than the book value they have revalued. So next the bank. About bank they have not mentioned anything. So we will calculate based on the book value. 42,500. This is very simple. Okay. So now next item B limited will go. So in premises what we have in B limited, so there is no premises for B limited, so we can leave it as blank. So we have, see, B limited goodwill is revalued at 80,000. So it is 60,000 book value, but they are taking at 80,000. So you can tell goodwill 80,000 and drafting here. Then next item what that debtors to be taken over 75,000. So 80,000 is a book value, 75,000 is revalued. So I am putting here 75,000 is a revalue. So what they have revalued we have to take here. If that is not revalued, it is only in book, means you have to take the book value. So next thing what they are telling, stock at 37,500. Directly you can put stock at 37,500. Okay. So other item, all items. So next bank. So bank how much? 37,500. Bank also 37,500. That's it. So now total assets we have to calculate. What is the total asset value? Total assets. So 0, 0, 5, 5, 10, 1, 5, 6, 12, 12 plus 7, 19, 19 plus 2, 21, 7 plus 2, 9, 9 plus 3, 12, 12 plus 5, 12 plus 5, 17, 17 plus 4, 21, 2, 1 lakh. So 3,11,000. Okay. So total of this how much we can calculate? So all zeros, 5, 5, 10, 7 plus 14, 15, 15 plus 1, 2, 21, 22, 22, 22, 2, 3, 3, 6, 6 plus 6, 8, 8 plus 8, 16. That's the total of this. Now total assets, now liabilities taken over. So what is your liability? Only liability you have in this account balance sheet is sundry creditors. That's it. How much you have? Directly you can put book value because they are not revalued anything. So 60,000. So in the sum itself, in the illustration itself, they are told that liquidation expense of 15,000 borne by the new company A Limited, AB Limited. AB Limited has borne a liquidation expenses. If any liquidation expenses is borne by the AB Limited, will be shown in the AB Limited books itself on itself. And these expenses may not be calculated for any purchase consideration in net asset method. Will not be considering that value. So even though they are not given the data here, will not be considering it. So okay. So you have to reduce. So this is A, total of A. This is B, total of B. Total liabilities I have. Now your net asset or PC, both is same for this problem. So A minus B. What is your A minus B? So first we will put 36,000. We have to reduce, right? 0, 0, 0. All zeros reduced. 311, 10, 5. 10 minus 3, 7, 2. Okay. 2,75,000 is for A limited purchase considerations 2,75,000. So 60,000 directly you can reduce. 1,62,000 minus 1 lakh, 1,02,000. That's it. So your total net asset, total PC or net asset. This is net asset method. Total of asset taken over and total of your liability taken over. If you netting off, you will get that net asset. So in this method, you will get, because they are not given any how it is discharged or what is the net payment, how they are going to make the payment, anything they are not mentioned is client. So this is directly in a net asset method. So you have to you have to take at revaluation. All the assets and liability should be taken at revalued. If revalued is not given, you have to take at book value. So because they mentioned in the problem itself that this all the assets and liabilities are taken over. And so when you are reducing that your asset minus liabilities, you will get a value, that is your net asset. So net asset is nothing but your PC here. So A limited PC is 2,75,000, B limited PC is 1,02,000. So for AB limited, these two total how much? 3,77,000 is a PC that they have to pay to this company A limited and B limited put together. So total PC is 3,77,000. That's it. This is your answer. Okay, this is illustration 2 or problem 2. This is the solution this side. So this is the amalgamation problem, and this is one of the examination problem as well. So please take a note on this, and let us know for any queries, or we will put it in a comment and we will reply to that. So thank you once again. Please subscribe, and happy to teach. Thank you.